Hi and welcome to Friday's live trading. I'm just looking at a potential trade here sitting on the euro yen. So it's got this bearish engulfing bar that we've seen popping in there, just sizing up a position on this euro yen, looking at the potential. Now say potential, it's 8.12. It's a funny old time. Sometimes things will start kicking in and we'll get an opportunity. So I'm just literally getting a ticket ready. I'm going to get a ticket ready on that. In terms of support, if I'm going to do this, it's just need a rough 16. It's not going to be a major return on this, as I can see. We'll just work it out there. It only needs about a 16-17 pips stop. I'll put 17 pips to be on the safer side there. Maybe a little bit rich than it needs to be, but that's if it comes off. It's slow. I'm going to come down the time frames and just watch this price action off the time frame here, lower time frame. Okay, so it's starting chopping all over the place. I'm watching the euro dollar as well. The euro's just pushing one way than the other this morning, a little bit check back. Not in a desire to get into a trade just for getting into a trading sake. This was one I identified when looking at my outlook this morning, the other video that I put on the our YouTube site. So just looking to see if this develops. Now may come into nothing. Really need a decent figure there, maybe that 133.25 on the, looking at it at the bid side and not the ask side. So we'll see if we run through that level this morning. But at the moment, patience now. I'm going to just put this on pause for a moment. So we got it's just starting to break south again. I'm just watching this carefully. I'm really looking at a break below the 25 area here now. I think I'll let it just run just down to the 25 just in case it's dancing me. I'm looking for other support areas around this. There's not a lot else there, so fingers poised, and I'm in. There we go. So I'm short on the euro yen there. Done that. Job done. So 17 pip stops. So the stops above the highs there. You just need to check that. Let's get rid of the order ticket and ignore this this other trade here. So let's just look at the individual positions. So it's been running for about 2-3 weeks now. You might have seen that taken at the time. Still not done anything. Well, we got the stop there, 133.42. Let's just check that is sufficient now. Yeah, for one. So the highs there. I mean, if it breaks the other way, this is then going to break the other way. So I'm not too fussed on it. Looking really back to these lows here, it's not a great move there. It might also give another signal coming in at some stage for maybe a bigger movement. But anyway, that's where I'm sitting at the moment. So short on the euro yen. Okay, so this discretionary trade I took earlier on this morning from this outside bar, it's danced around a bit. It's just hitting my break even. My break even, my 1-to-1 basis, where at this stage I'm going to be bringing the stop down to break even. So just we'll do that pretty quickly. It's one of these trades which I'm actually going to set the target on here as well, so let's just put that as, confirm that as 0 now, so that's down to break even. Now for the price action on it, what I'm looking for, we've got the monthly pivot here at 132.997. Going to target just above that, so it might just run back to these highs here, these lows, and find support. But I'm just going to pop in a 133.01 target there now. So if I can do that. Okay, so I've just here you go. just popped that target on there, so 133.01. It's not going to be a great risk reward, but the probability was quite nice on the trade. It's a nice little signal that opened up the trade to us earlier on, so quite happy just running it back down to there if I can. If it doesn't, worst case scenario here, it's going to be a break-even trade. Now, we're trading during the current weeks that we've been seeing that we've seen a lot of chop on these markets. The markets haven't necessarily moved fantastically. We seem to be sitting waiting for the next big bit of news. Yesterday it was ECB, prior to that and ECB and inflation yesterday, US inflation I should say yesterday. Prior to that we were looking at the CAD, prior to that we were looking at something else. So all the time we're looking for the next, and next week we're looking for the Fed meeting. So we spend a lot of time, market's not really going anywhere, so these smaller targeted trades, risk brought down quite quickly to break even, as long as it's running at 1-to-1 on these sort of things. I know from back testing that they work okay, so I'm quite happy of bringing the stop down. Now if it doesn't go on and hit the target there, well, so be it, but for now I'm in, and we'll see how this develops, so I'll leave this running. Okay, so back to my desk here. I've actually just had a bit of a break, a little bit longer today than normal. Now, come back and found the trade has hit target, so you can just there you go. There's target filled today then at 11.05 on here. So price at 133.01. So that's a filler there. I have also I've got an auto trader running, and it's running on my account here, and you can see that actually that's triggered another trade on the euro yen of all things. So I could see the potential for something setting up there. Well, it's set up and it's triggered there as well now, so that's running at this stage. I can't show you the background behind this because it's simply that's the magic. But it's looking for a 1.3 exit here. So this one earlier on, the discretionary one, we risked 17 rather than May 24, so 1.7 return. This one is only going to be a 1.3 return if it hits. It will automatically also move the stop to break even when it gets onto a 1-to-1 basis. So that's just running at the moment. In terms of other trades at the moment, let's just have a look. So euro yen's having a good old move at the moment in the right direction. The euro sold off rather a bit this morning. It's looked either or this morning, and it may be the or. I drew this on my morning outlook, and well, we've just seen a break to the lower side on the euro at this stage. It was a bit of a mixed bag, and it remains a bit of a mixed bag. How much further this would go, well, I'm not massively convinced, but it's got support here. It almost edges towards for me, as I say, it's a bit of a mixture. It's got a lower high on the bigger time frames here, so the lower high came through and got confirmed. It then came back and looked, well, it put in the short term, it put a higher low in and started looking okay. Now again, it's, well, if it breaks this near term low here, it'll put a lower high in again, but it's in the bigger picture of things, it's not the cleanest, and breaking this trend line where it's already broken its sort of more significant upward trend from the lows here to these points here where it's broken that already, and it's just whether it's just going to become range bound, but well, maybe it does look soft, and will roll over some more. Well, I see it does look soft. It looks soft at the moment, so maybe we will see a bit more of a correction on that. So that's the euro. Side of that, the pound. Haven't really looked at this too much this morning. It's been a funny old one, as I said in the outlook. It was not too much happening there. I'm going to stay clear of that for now. It's not seen the same sort of sell-off as we've seen on the euro. It's holding a little bit better, bouncing off its daily pivot here. Did one of that become a target, but it was such a small target relative to the stop, so I left that. But that is bouncing at this stage. Really, aside of the Aussie dollar, I don't like I don't like the look of the market. I said this morning, I said I really don't like this. It's been sitting here for day after day after day, and I was quite right. All it's done is popped and dropped. it's just proved me right. I haven't made any money out of being right, so you can often be right and not make money, but it's just literally just as I say, pop through there, probably taking out the stops and drops. Now I just had a little alert come through, so look, my auto trade, it's automatically brought the stop down now to break even. That's what it does. That's the way it's designed. Its target's not a million miles away. Well, we'll see. Can't lose any money on that one either, so we'll see what develops for the day from that. But for now, that's it for me. There's no other open positions on that, and there's nothing looking like I want to get open or open them, as I say. With this Aussie, just doesn't look great. So patience again. We'll wait and see what the outcome of that other trade is. If it clicks off as well, that'll probably be it for me for a Friday, unless something else triggers. The auto trader that I run, it just is a strategy that's in there. I just allow it to run. That some days you just really think, oh, I don't really want it to take a trade today. It takes a trade and it wins. Some days it looks like a great day. You think, oh, that'd be nice if that sets up. It sets up and loses. So you can't second guess these markets, and particularly with a strategy. It's not a massively high win rate. It's not a massively high return in terms of the trade. It's a bit of a compromise, but it kicks out a good annualized figure, and that's really all I'm looking for, is the big picture on that. Anyway, I'll update you some more in a short while. So just sitting here, and all of a sudden I felt a little ping going on the watch in the auto trader, and it's popped me into the signal came through on the euro here. So we're sitting also now on a euro dollar short, just literally triggered here. So that's now running as well. So we've got the euro yen kicking in there and tickling along. That's point at break even. We've also got this second one, that's, I say second one, but this euro trade that's just triggered. So we'll see how things develop this afternoon. More than I expected anyway. Okay, so the euro yen, as I said, on this auto trader, it clicked and hit profit. The euro trailing stops, and it's showing us a loss here, but actually it's a break-even trade there. So that's where it stands at the moment. So what we've done for the day, before I wrap up this video, then is, what have we done for the day? Is a good question. He says as he goes back to his notes just to check. So we did 1.7% on the discretionary trade I took on the euro yen earlier. We topped that up with a further 1.3% on the auto trade. The other auto trade broke us even. So Friday's trading on a day like this, I'm quite happy at taking 3% out of this market. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up and be grateful. I didn't expect these markets to fall off as far as they did by any stretch of the imagination. This might still carry on southwards, this euro. I'm not going to go into fortune telling at this moment. So let's just leave it as I say, leave it as it is, wrap it up, take a Friday off at nearly 2 o'clock on the afternoon. It can't be bad, can it? I wish you all a great weekend, and I will be back on Monday morning for my morning outlooks. Take care, bye for now.